For years, many of us have sensed that Pi Network was more than just another cryptocurrency. We've felt a deeper purpose, a grander design at play. We've watched the world shift, seen the old systems crumble, and intuited that something profound was about to emerge. Today, that intuition is confirmed. It is finally clear. The whispers, the signs, the long-held prophecies, they are converging. Pi Network is not merely a financial project. It is a central player in a monumental, spiritual, and financial shift for humanity. This isn't just about money, it's about destiny. We are talking about the fulfillment of ancient predictions, the activation of a cosmic plan for global abundance and freedom, a plan known to many as NESARA and GESARA.
And what if I tell you it is Pi Network, with its global consensus value, that is proving to be the linchpin, the ultimate tool for this long-awaited divine intervention?
Hello, pioneers. Welcome back to the channel. It's your host, Nathan. Before we dive in, quick question. How many of you are still holding your PiCoin strong? Drop up Pi to the moon along with your country in the comments if you are. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to spread the great news with fellow Pi Network pioneers. All right, back to the video. So how exactly does Pi Network, a digital currency, become the physical manifestation of a spiritual prophecy? And what does this mean for the future of every pioneer as we stand on the brink of this glorious new era? First, let's step back and understand the grand narrative that many believe is unfolding around us. For decades, there have been whispers of NESARA and GESARA. For those unfamiliar, NESARA stands for National Economic Security and Reformation Act, and GESARA for Global Economic Security and Reformation Act. These are believed to be divinely inspired laws designed to reset the entire global financial system. Imagine a world free of debt, a world where corrupt financial institutions are dismantled, a world where peace is enforced, advanced technologies are released, and abundance is distributed fairly to all humanity. That is the promise of NESARA GESARA. For years, skeptics dismissed it as a dream, as wishful thinking. They pointed to the lack of a tangible mechanism, a real-world tool that could actually implement such a sweeping global transformation. How could you possibly forgive all debt, reset all banks, and distribute wealth to billions of people overnight without chaos? How could you ensure that the new system was truly fair and could not be corrupted again? This was the biggest challenge for the fulfillment of the prophecy. The old financial systems, controlled by a few powerful entities, were too entrenched, too resistant to change. They were designed to maintain scarcity and control. NESARA GESARA needed a new kind of money, a new kind of network that was outside the control of the old guard. A network that was already in the hands of the people, ready to be activated for the divine plan. And for years, it seemed impossible. But then, a quiet project emerged from the heart of Stanford, disguised as just another tech innovation. A project that, unbeknownst to many, was perfectly designed to become the missing piece of this prophetic puzzle. So what makes Pi Network the chosen instrument for this cosmic financial reset? It's not a coincidence. It's by divine design. Consider the core principles of NESARA and GESARA: global debt forgiveness and wealth redistribution. Pi Network, with its widespread and equitable distribution to millions of everyday people, perfectly fits this model. It wasn't hoarded by the rich, it was mined by the masses. The core team, with its consistent focus on fair distribution and anti-whale mechanisms, has quietly laid the groundwork for a truly decentralized wealth transfer. Decentralization and freedom from central control. Pi Network is designed to be truly decentralized. Once Open Mainnet is fully activated, no single government or corporation can control it. This aligns perfectly with NESARA GESARA's goal of dismantling corrupt central banking systems and giving financial sovereignty back to the people. Abundance and prosperity for all. The GCV of 314,159 is not just a number. It is believed to be the divinely inspired value required to create true global abundance. It's the mathematical equation that balances the scales of global wealth, allowing for debt forgiveness and a basic standard of living for everyone. This GCV isn't speculative, it's functional. It's the price at which the new fair economy can actually work. The PiCoin team, through their dedication and their seemingly slow, methodical approach, was actually protecting this divine plan. They were building the ark, preparing the infrastructure, ensuring that when the moment came, when the GESARA protocols were activated, Pi Network would be the only network ready to handle the scale and the speed of the global financial reset. Every step, the KYC, the mainnet migrations, the nodes, the ecosystem building, has been a preparation for this very moment. It wasn't just development, it was part of the prophetic fulfillment. But if this divine plan is truly unfolding, and Pi Network is the chosen vessel, then what is happening right now behind the scenes that confirms this monumental shift is not just coming, but is already underway? The signs are everywhere if you have eyes to see them. First, consider the BRICS nations and their move to ditch the dollar, as we discussed in a previous video. This isn't just a political maneuver, it's a critical geopolitical precursor to the full GESARA activation. The old financial system must be disengaged for the new one to take hold. Pi Network, being the designated currency for this new alliance, instantly connects it to this global reset. Second, the ISO 22022 integration. This isn't just a banking upgrade, it's the new universal language of money, designed to communicate with digital assets. Pi Network, integrated into this system, ensures that once GESARA protocols are activated, the transition for existent banks to recognize and process Pi transactions can happen seamlessly. It's the bridge between the old world and the promised new one. And now, Project Genesis. This final migration wave, as Dr. Nicholas calls it, is not merely a technical step. It is the final activation, the moment the divine architecture of Pi Network is fully realized. The Genesis pioneers are the first to truly manifest the GCV, creating the stable, unshakable foundation for the new global abundance. The Great Lock, which finalizes the blockchain and burns unverified coins, is the symbolic cleansing, preparing the ledger for a pristine, debt-free future. These events are not random. They are synchronized. They are the earthly manifestations of a higher plan, working through the dedicated efforts of the PiCoin team and the millions of pioneers worldwide. We are living through the fulfillment of prophecy. We are not just participants. We are co-creators of this new reality. But what does all this mean for you personally, for your life, for your family, as this spiritual and financial shift moves from prophecy to undeniable reality? This is the profound meaning of being a pioneer right now. You are not just mining a digital coin. You are part of a divinely orchestrated plan to bring about a golden age for humanity. You are holding the key to your own financial liberation and, by extension, contributing to the liberation of the planet. For years, many have felt trapped by debt, by scarcity, by systems that felt unfair. NESARA GESARA, with Pi Network as its engine, promises to dismantle these chains. Imagine being free from the burden of loans, free to pursue your passions, free to contribute your unique gifts to the world without the constant pressure of survival. This is the promise that is now knocking at your door. This isn't just about personal wealth, though that will be a beautiful outcome. This is about collective consciousness. As millions of pioneers achieve financial freedom through Pi's GCV, it will raise the vibration of the entire planet. It will allow us to focus on healing, on innovation, on community, and on creating a world truly based on love and abundance, not fear and scarcity. So your role now is crucial. Hold your Pi. Protect your passphrase. Understand the immense significance of what you are holding. Do not be swayed by the doubters or the fearmongers. They do not understand the cosmic forces at play. You are part of something far grander than anyone realizes. The prophecy is being fulfilled. The spiritual and financial shift is not just coming, but it is already here, and Pi Network is leading the way. Thank you for watching.